CRTD may have invalidated our downside probability, but please know that I'm saying may have, okay? Because it is too soon to be able to determine that, but everything is leading towards the upside for CRTD. Let's go ahead and talk about those details now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again on this fine Tuesday night. This is ARCa coming at you with the CRTD technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, so yes, we're looking at CRTD on the 4-hour chart here, and yesterday's analysis, I believe it was yesterday, the day before, we actually did call a few bullish signals with a warning. Okay, so it was a little cloudy with a chance of meatballs, right? So no pun intended. So yes, we can actually see that the upside momentum actually continued. It almost looks like FOMO actually started to invalidate that downside thesis, as the downside thesis actually had about an 66% chance that we would go to the downside. Okay, so this is an example of what you can see, or how you can witness FOMO invalidating data. Okay, you guys. So that's why I mentioned, you guys, if we're playing, I mentioned this regularly on my videos, if we're playing by the playbook rules, and this may happen, okay, if the playbook. And I also do mention about the invalidations presented by sentiment. Okay, you guys, in this case, we may have invalidated that upside move. I am still looking at this inverse little herp and derp right here, but it's cool. Let's go ahead and take let's take an implied or projected target based on the inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so we can actually take that from the neckline to the very, very lowest point of the head, and we can apply it to the top of what could be the shoulder. Okay, so in this case, we are getting, let me just go ahead and adjust it so that it's literally right here. Okay, so yes, we're actually being suggested a top target of about let's see, $1.54, which is very much in confluence with the 3.618 Fibonacci ratio. Okay, you guys, so this is it's a very important target to keep in mind. Let's load up some SMAs and see what we have. Okay, so immediately we can actually see some resistance coming about, and that's going to be on the 100-day simple moving average. Okay, so this is I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. If we do face a little bit of resistance there, it may actually just be to test the current position right now, and or the 80-cent zone at the 1.272 before a massive continuation onto the upside. Okay, you guys, but things are still looking bullish for CRTD nonetheless. Okay, so this was the statistical analysis that we actually saw, and we did notice that we were in on a falling wedge. Usually these falling wedges tend to break out within about the 70% zone, and as you can see here, this is clearly not playing by the playbook rules, and it is absolutely FOMO. Okay, so invalidating the actual breakout, which is usually about 70-75% to the apex, is a clear indication that it's just sentiment based. Okay, sorry. Wow, just had a lot of water and I'm like burping. Okay, so anyway, you guys, so yeah, the average downside accuracy was actually 86.66% based off 15 total iterations, of which the downside was guessed correctly 13 out of. Okay, so in this case, it may have invalidated. We literally just kinked momentum straight to the upside in a blink of an eye. Okay, you guys, and you can see that now the expansion phase may be starting again within the volatility itself. So volatility represented by this indicator BBWP, and volatility is direction neutral. Okay, so we pair it with momentum so that we can see or gauge that bias for direction. Okay, in this case, momentum is represented by stochastic momentum oscillator. This is an indicator proprietary to TradingView software. Okay, which, by the way, I'm actually an accepted affiliate, and it does help me when you subscribe for an account with TradingView. Okay, the link will be in the description below, as it will help for my future of trading. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for considering, and also for the people who have already signed up. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, team. All right, so let's go ahead and move on now to the next chart, as things are still looking pretty bullish for this. Okay, so now, oh, actually, one more thing, right? So now that we do have that breakout we can potentially see that the next candle, meaning tomorrow's daily candle, could potentially close above the trend line, above this trend line. Okay, so it would actually be a breakout confirmation off of this candle here, and it is suggesting a top side of about $1.37. Okay, so that $1.37, let's see just how close we are to that. Okay, so it would be $1.37 located just under the 3.272 when the inverse hidden shoulder is suggesting 154. Okay, so there is now that area of resistance, just so that we can see if there are scalpers out there. Okay, so I can go ahead and draw for you $1.36 to about to the trend line for the inverse head and shoulder at 154. So 136 to 154 could be a likely area for a type of resistance before coming back down and using the 2.618 or the 2.272 at $1.21 to $1.10 as a form of support before continuing on to the upside. Okay, you guys, things are still looking good for CRTD. So let's go ahead and move on to the last part of the chart of the analysis. Okay, so this is going to be the RSI. So for the new viewers, please take a gander at this right over here, as I have made a diagram for your convenience. Okay, I blew it up right here so that you can see these 4 zones in particular. These 4 zones are located right here live on the chart so that you can take a look at as I speak of these zones. Okay, so let's start off with the immediate short-term 30-minute time frame. New viewers, the purple line is the RSI signal. The pink line is the 14-day simple moving average, which is standard to any RSI setup. Okay, you guys, you can actually see that we're right at the junction between the overbought percentile and the bull control zone, the bullish, the bull strength percentile. Okay, so in this case, usually when we're right at this border, the likelihood of jumping into the following zone is very likely. Okay, now we are above the 14-day moving average, which is very bullish. Let's look at the bi-hourly. Bi-hourly is suggesting a continuation to the upside. We are sitting in the grips of the bull strength percentile for sure. You can actually start to see now that the 14-day simple moving average is starting to freshly pivot towards the upside. Very good. Okay, now the 6-hour time frame here is suggesting a massive aggressive upside continuation now at the border between bull weakness and bull strength. Okay, again, when we're at these junctions, we can expect kind of a gravitational pull right into that following zone. Okay, so this is absolutely bullish for CRTD, and you can see here that the daily time frame is also suggesting a continuation onto the upside. It has since now surpassed the very shallow areas of the bull weakness percentile, which now means that it's definitely in the grips of the bull weakness, so we can actually continue on in upside. Okay, so let's look at the bi-daily just in case. Bi-daily suggesting upside, about to make a bullish cross above the moving average. 3-day suggesting upside. It is in the shallow areas of the bull weakness percentile, but we must consider the fact that literally everything else is suggesting upside. We can use the 14-day moving average as a form of resistance before coming on to the way down. Okay, so but please know that there are several obstacles along the way up for the asset. Okay, and the 5-day, which is the last one we're going to take a look at, is still suggesting an upside continuation. And as you can see, the 14-day moving average is being used as a form of support and a sort of guide right towards the upside. So yes, you guys, please know that I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment. Okay, you guys, as I can't suggest for you to buy or sell any assets. Okay, I need you to do your own DD and everything will be just fine, you guys. We'll go ahead and push on to the top and continue making some green, which is very good. Okay, you guys, well, if you want to reach out to me, I'm going to go ahead and leave the links in the description below for you to consider joining the ARCa trading community in Discord. And also, I'll make sure to leave the Twitter, the Twitter handle right down there so you can say hi on Twitter as well. Okay, you guys, but that will do it for tonight, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.